I met a gypsy.
So there's a lot that goes into it, because you can see like bigger guys, they'll do a start and the motor can only wind up so much because the load that's being put on. Or with me, it's like the 450 barely knows I'm on the bike. So it just wants to go. But I feel like I manage it pretty well, and it kind of suits my style. But I would enjoy riding a 250 for outdoors, because I know if I can grind out a 450, because they're not easy to ride, especially in the second 30-minute moto, like where 250, like you hold the bike wide open pretty much the whole moto, where a 450 you kind of have to finesse because you can get whiskey throttle real quick. I mean, I found out.
Yeah.
But no, it's I feel like a 250 would be fun. So I honestly think for next year I'll be 250 for outdoors. I think that's the route that we're going.
Yeah, that was kind of going to be like a follow-up question, is if you're doing this good on a 450, and obviously like the 250 program with Chaparral is solid, you're running the XBR motors, Carson got a whole shot, like your suspension would be the same. Like, would you think that, all right, I've proven that I could be a top 10 dude in the 450 class outdoors, which is stacked, that's got to give you some kind of confidence. Like, do you think that you could be kind of up there in that 250 class?
Absolutely, without a doubt. Because I know what I'm capable of, and it's just like, I know what I'm capable of, I just got to do it. And I've never really been on a solid 250, and the 250s nowadays, dude, they make so much power out of those little things. I'm not gonna say little things, but like they make so much power out of them that it's almost like a 450, because we tend to tame the 450 down in a way. Like 450s can have all this torque, but we kind of like want to get rid of it and move that torque to a certain area in the motor to where we can, you know, stay in third or second gear. So no, it's I believe like a solid top 10 guy all day in the 250 class. And that's just being on a good bike. And I know with Carson, like our 250 is good. The kid proved it. I know you said it earlier, but that start was sick. His front wheel never touched the ground. That was literally the perfect start. And he ran first for like the first 8 or 10 minutes. Like the kid can do it, and the bike can do it. And it's just, time will tell. And it's, I'm excited for everything for next year. And to be on a 250 full time, like that'll be cool to like strictly focus on the 250 and not have to worry about like, oh, here 250 Supercross. Okay, I got to do 450 outdoor testing. Like that's a pretty big change. But it's kind of cool how some contracts have worked out for riders nowadays, like Christian Craig. What other rider do you know, like that's at a factory level, is able to go 250 and 450? Think about it.
Yeah, no, it is super cool. And it's got to be cool knowing that new Honda's coming out too. I'm not sure if you've got to ride it yet.
No.
But like I'm close with Jet and Hunter, obviously. And they both said the thing's way better. So, I mean, pretty solid year to be a Honda 250 guy if you're going on one in 22.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it's like everything happens for a reason. I feel like I'm in a prime spot because the 450 got better, I got better, and it's like, man, if the 450 got that much better, usually if the 450 got that much better, the 250 is just that much better, because the 250 always tends to be better than the 450 handling wise. And from what I've heard with the 250 is that thing is it's next level. It's everything that we've been needing out of that bike. And I feel like the amount of progress or the amount of improvement that bike is capable of is way more than the current model.
So last year at Parley, you raced the 21 450. You were the first dude to race it. Do you think that maybe there's a chance that Carson will get to race that new 250? Like, could he be the first guy? Because you guys really have a lot of freedom at Chaparral.
I don't think so, because I don't think that we're gonna get the bike soon enough. Because from what I understand, the very first bike that we're getting goes straight to Chad for development. So I don't think, and also like it's risking it a lot for the team because there's no parts. Like the only thing that we'll be able to do on the bike is suspension and an exhaust. I mean, there's really going to be no motor development. So I'm not saying that the stock bike can't compete at a pro level, but it's definitely risking it more because you don't know what it's capable of until you show up, right? And what's the point of changing the program when you know that our current model works, and then you just in the off season then you build the new model and then show what it's capable of next year.
Yeah, I guess that's one of the cool things about the 450. Like last year at Parley, you just got on a brand new bike. Like that thing didn't even have clamps on it.
No, it had, we were running VP at the time, but it had ECU from Chad, a Yoshimura exhaust, and ODI bars. That was it.
Yeah.
And Enzo did the suspension. And Enzo did the suspension, but are you familiar with all the tracks around in SoCal?
Yeah.
I did my suspension testing at Kahia.
I was literally about to say, did you do your testing at Kahia Creek or something where there's no bumps?
I did. And it was like, yeah, we're good. And then we show up and we're like, might need a little bit more, but we'll just put the rebound in a little bit, and off we went.
Yeah, dude, that's gnarly. But I mean, that just goes to show like how good a bike is these days when you can buy a brand new bike on a dealership and you can put it in a top 10 international.
Yeah, no, the bikes nowadays, like, they're such a good platform. It's some things are just hard to beat than stock. Like for like racers, me personally, like, I don't know about you, but for brake pads, I love stock brake pads. Other companies make brake pads, but I feel like the stock brake pads are the best, and sometimes stock is the best. And I mean, they put all this time and development into the bikes for you to change it for some aftermarket part. Why? If it works, it works.
We're excited to announce the launch of our new membership site, GYPSYTales.com, packed with exclusive content and perks that you won't find anywhere else. This is your chance to become a part of the Gypsy Gang. And as a special bonus, if you sign up to an annual membership, you'll be entered into the draw to win our custom-built TC125. Gypsy Gang.